The crane came to rescue this tractor. But now the real question is, how will they straighten it without causing more damage? Your trailer is burning, and every second counts. Do you run or do you stand? In that moment, there is no time to think. Your instinct is the only thing between disaster and survival. I found the perfect safety gear. If you're planning to do stunts on a tractor, this is something you must have for protection. That route had disaster written into every inch of it. Some decisions announced their consequences before they even happened, and this one was shouting from the very beginning. Another driver was delivering a trolley full of bricks when the axle broke halfway through the journey. Everything that machine represented, every hour of work, every dollar spent was tipping toward the ground in real time. The window to save it was closing fast, but they read it right and moved at exactly the right second. That's the difference between a rescue and a total loss. The T-150 looked at that Komatsu sitting in the ditch and didn't even hesitate. Old iron with something to prove, and it proved it without breaking a sweat. Age means nothing when the strength was built to last. The brakes were gone and the ground just gave way underneath it. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong at once. But somehow, when the dust settled, every single person walked away untouched. Some days, the universe just decides it's not your time. The mud took hours of their lives and tested every ounce of their patience. But there's a feeling when the wheels finally hit dry ground that no words really do justice. That silence after the fight is its own kind of victory. Tilting hard to one side, tipping point approaching fast, but they pulled off the save. Close call turned into clean rescue. The T-150 was built in an era that didn't believe in giving up. And decades later, that same spirit still lives in every rotation of its tracks. Mud throws everything at it, and it just keeps moving forward, like the ground beneath it is already defeated. Every extra push of gas just buried it deeper. So they stopped the machines and picked up shovels. No shortcuts, no equipment to make it easier. Just hands, sweat, and the kind of stubbornness that eventually makes the ground give up before you do. There's a difference between someone operating a machine and someone who has truly become one with it. When you watch a person who found that level, you don't analyze what they're doing. You just stop and appreciate it.
आप लोग
Four hours, not 4 minutes. 4 full hours of digging, pulling, unloading, and problem solving under pressure with everything on the line. Most people would have called it impossible by hour 1. They called it Tuesday solving. Exhausting, but they got it done.
ट्रॉली को पलटी कर लिया तो ट्रैक्टर फिर भी पलटी करने के बाद भी खाली ट्रॉली भी निकालेंगे। नेक्स्ट पार्ट में देखेंगे ट्रैक्टर को, खाली ट्रॉली की 2 ट्रैक्टर। आप बने रहिए और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब।
चलो पहले इसको निकालते हैं और अगले पिछले टायर की
In India, the tractor is not a machine. It's the backbone of survival. These operators don't read manuals about mud. They grew up in it. Getting unstuck isn't something they learned. It's something that was never allowed to stop them. When everything else has already failed and the ground refuses every attempt, the answer becomes simple. Stop improvising and bring in the machine that was built specifically for moments this unforgiving.
Trator, 2 trator, 3.
vai porque ele
The rainforest doesn't negotiate, it just takes. But the mission out here was bigger than the terrain. And every time a wheel sank into sand that swallowed it whole, they found another way forward. Because stopping was never part of the plan.
Vai!